Hey guys, Foxtron Prime here. Welcome back to another Q&A. Now, before I start, this is going to be the last Q&A I'm going to be doing for a while, so don't submit any questions in the comments below. So it's just because I'm getting a little tired of doing all the Q&As because they're really a lot of work to do, and I really want to start working on other videos like skits and the Transformers Resistance series and collection videos, etc. So be on the lookout for more content on the way. And right, let's get right into the Q&A.
Ultimate Shockwave, why don't you build yourself a hand that turns into a gun? And for Megatron, what do you think of your design in Transformers Armada? You need to understand, human. I replaced my hand with a gun for a purpose. Simple. I use it for destroying Autobots and for creating weapons of mass destruction. It's very handy that way.
Well, as for myself, I think the design is a little bit over the top, but then again, I think it has a charm to it. I think it's a very good design for a tank, Megatron, yes.
Lucky Duck Cereal asks Cliffjumper, what do you think of clowns? And Ironhide, thoughts on Energon Ironhide? And lastly for Starscream, are you plotting some sort of evil takeover with alternate versions of yourself?
In the daytime, they're weird. In movies, terrifying.
I wish I could punch that little loudmouth right in the face. He's an absolute disgrace to the name Ironhide. No, because they would absolutely betray me, and that would result in my destruction. Of course I'm not gonna do that.
Why you asked Soundwave? Why did you let Starscream throw Megatron outside in the movie? Well, the thing is...
Oh, how it pains me to do this.
Starscream, wait, I can't allow you to do this to Megatron.
What are you talking about, Soundwave? I already chucked Megatron out.
Stop.
Ultimate Houndstone asks Optimus Prime, would you die for a Decepticon? Under normal circumstances, no. But if that Decepticon had changed his ways, then yes.
Benjamin Mulholland asks Starscream, how does it feel to be voiced by SpongeBob SquarePants in Transformers Animated? Wait, I was played by SpongeBob? Where did anyone tell me about this? I love SpongeBob!
Snake Shield 249 asks Optimus Prime, why is it that whenever you say one shall stand, one shall fall, you lose to Megatron? That's not entirely accurate. Wait, 2007, 1986, Transformers Prime on several occasions? By Primus, you're right. Why do I do this to myself? Bendy the Ink Demon asks Shockwave, what was the best thing that happened to you? The day Megatron left me on Cybertron, spending the last 4 million years doing whatever I want, any experiments I please. Seriously, it's like being in charge of my own little world. It was the best time of my life. Denny Miguel asked Bumblebee, who's your favorite human companion? Well, here's the thing. I've had a lot of human companions over the years. I can't count Sorry because she's technically not human. So I'm gonna have to go for Spike. He's a really good pal. Do you really mean that, Bumblebee? Shut up, Spike, I'm busy! Captain Vang asks Shockwave, why did Megatron decide to leave you on Cybertron? I mean, you are better than half the Decepticons. That is very logical of you to say. I have no idea why Megatron left me on Cybertron. I mean, I would have been far better
Just because you're the most boring Decepticon I've ever met, Shockwave! Your technobabble fries my circuits!
Are you done?
Yes!
Jennifer Jones asks, hey Foxytron, do you have a Optimus Prime The Last Night version? P.S. When are we going to see that series?
He's right here. Yep, that's the Last Night Transformers Optimus. Anyway, as for my series, I am planning to release it on the 5th of November. Yes, that's right guys, we finally have a release date. Just because of everything that's been going on, and I've been very busy and trying to get some work done. So yeah, I'll be releasing it 5th of November on a Saturday. Stay tuned for that.
Joy for Toys asks Megatron, would you prefer Knockout or Arachnid? For Starscream, do you like The Office? Also, all hail Starscream! That was painful to say. Anyway, I prefer Knockout. Arachnid always tries to betray me. Plus, Knockout's always quite amusing, I will have to admit.
Oh, that's so kind of you to say, Megatron.
Shut up, Knockout! Get out of here immediately!
Yes, my liege.
Oh, that was painful. Of course I like The Office. What kind of question is that?
Grimlaw Productions asks Optimus Prime, how did it feel when Bumblebee killed Megatron instead of you? Robbed. After so many battles of fighting Megatron, that's how it ends.
Megatron, what is going on? Well, myself asked Megatron, how does it feel to be leader of the Decepticons? Well, my dear Megatron, I can only say it's excellent! Although I will admit it's quite painful because of Starscream's incompetence.
Barb Jones asked Optimus, how many Karns have you killed? I will be honest with you. I have killed so many Decepticons that I don't even keep count of how many I've killed.
Jua Ling's asked Knockout, you said you will be joining the winning team, so if the Decepticons win again, will you go back to the Decepticon side? Well, of course. After all, I need to keep this paint job nice and pristine. So I'll go to any winning side if it means keeping my paint job from being scratched.
Jeng Sunong asked Foxatron, how many bumblebees do you have? And for Optimus, why do you have 2 windows on your body? And for Megatron, are you in love with somebody?
You do realize I transform into a truck, right? The windows have to go somewhere.
And why does everyone keep asking me this question? The only one I'm in love with is myself. Now enough.
Foxatron owns 22 of me.
By the horns of Unicron, that is revolting!
Billy Lunn asked Black Arachnia, do you have a thing for female bots? Because you say the pink one cute, and you did kiss Airazor on the lips.
Technically, I kissed her on the cheek. Go back and check it out.
Also, does it even matter? We Cybertronians can like anything we want. Male, female, or even anything in between. It doesn't matter.
Corbin1218 asks Optimus Prime, do you have a favorite Disney Channel TV show? And so, tell me. I've always been a fan of the Lilo and Stitch series. It's a fun little show.
Mimi Big Bill 20 asks Megatron, how does it feel when you're a gun? Every time I transform into a gun, I feel like I fall asleep. It's like I have to be encouraged to wake up and transform again. Also, it gets quite frustrating, because every time I transform into a gun, I have to rely on another Decepticon to fire me. Why is that?
Transformers Zit Edits asks Optimus Prime, do you hate G1 Optimus Prime? I could never hate the OG Optimus Prime. I mean, look at him. He is absolutely adorable. I can't tell if that's an insult or compliment.
Lightning Godzilla asked Megatron, if you defeat and killed Optimus and his friends except Bumblebee, then what would you do to Bumblebee but not kill him? I know exactly what I can do with him. I would raise him as my own, turn him into the perfect Decepticon, and who knows, even make him my new second in command. Why would you do that? Oh, Starscream, don't you realize? The giant Bumblebee's more powerful than you know.
You actually have a point.
Kamaru Denzani asked Grimlock, how did you met Sludge and Snarl and Slash in Transformers Rescue Bot Academy? Me Grimlock no watch Transformers Rescue Bot Academy. Me Grimlock not even know who Slash is. Me Grimlock was built by Ratchet and Wheeljack. Tracy Finney asked Megatron, what's your crush? Are you serious? I'm going to tell you this one more time. I am only in love with myself. Now enough of these questions.
King Ganon asked Cliffjumper, there is a red Viacon in RID. What's your opinion on him? All I can say is about time a Viacon got a different color scheme. Seriously, if they all had different color schemes, I'd be able to tell them apart easier.
Linda Lynn asked Megatron, is it true there is no command but yours? And the sound waves? Can you all do a rap battle? Of course there's no command but mine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the sound waves.
Go in the pen, you won't win. You're too slim cause you're made of tin. Why do you rhyme? There's no time. I'm gonna win because I'm from Prime. Soundwave superior, Soundwave inferior. Blast is good.
Maycall XD asked Megatron, why do you like My Little Pony? Honestly, I don't. It's only because Transformers Prime advertisers advertise me to like it. So, just so you know, I definitely don't.
Nights Are Dark asked Cliffjumper, if your name is Cliffjumper, are you resistant from jumping off cliff? Bumblebee, are you resistant to bee stings? And Smokescreen, are you resistant to smoke?
That's not how our names work.
Lord Starscream says knock out Starscream and break down all my heroes. And I had to ask, why didn't Starscream clone himself even though he's the only Seeker? Like, where is Skywarp and Thundercracker?
We definitely appreciate the compliment, little human.
And secondly, well, we did. But the problem is they all tried to betray Megatron and then Megatron killed them all.
Rhino Shillo asked Ratchet, why don't you revive Cliffjumper if you can fix Bumblebee with serious damage on Cybertron? And Cliffjumper, why is your design the same as Bumblebee in the Bumblebee movie? You do remember what happened to Cliffjumper, right? He died on the Nemesis. I was nowhere near him. And secondly, after he got revived as a zombie, he blew up. How can I possibly revive that? Seriously, that is ridiculous. I look the same because we looked the same in G1.
Kawaii Knight as Starscream. What do you think of Armada Starscream? I found him quite interesting. He was honorable, loyal to Megatron and the Decepticons, and he died a noble death. Are we sure he's even me? The new Megatron, the King of Darkness, asked Megatron, can you say the most famous line from Transformers Prime? Well, I have no idea which line you're referring to, so I'll just say my basic one. Decepticons, transform and rise up! And probably one of my personal favorites. You and your beast would do well to remember, I hone my skills in the pits of Kaon. And finally, prepare to join your scout in the Allspark. No, stop, ass Megatron. I bet my pony collection is bigger than yours. But seriously, when did you fall in love with them? I have no doubt. Do you think I have the time to collect my little ponies? I'm currently at war with the Autobots. And what did I say about those pony questions?
Skywarp asked Viacon, if you could, which Autobot would you have pay back? Also, have a great day.
Oh, thanks, Skywarp. I didn't expect that. You have a great day, too. Anyway, the Autobot I would get payback on is Bulkhead. I'm still not over the fact he ripped out my circuits.
Like Cliffjumper, what alt mode do you have on Cybertron? And does Tailgate look like you? My alt mode's a car. I thought that would have been obvious. And yes, I do know Tailgate looks like me. Of course RC's former partner would look like me and die.
Masked Man asks, hey Megatron, how did you become so strong? And for Optimus Prime, how did it feel to kill Sentinel Prime? I work out almost every day, and it's totally got nothing to do with the fact that my body changes every single movie.
Honestly, I regret what I did. I should have given Sentinel the true justice he deserves. What kind of a prime am I?
Masked Donkey from Shrek asked Bumblebee, how did it feel when you shattered Megatronus in Season 1 finale? Wasn't as thrilled as I was when I killed the actual Megatron. Lockdrop 14 asked Knockout, what did you think of Shatta? I think she's cunning and has a very nice automobile. Marley Romero asked Foxtron Prime, what do you think about fan-made Transformers characters? P.S. I like your video and I hope you get Transformers Prime. I honestly love the idea of fan-made Transformers characters because I love the creativity that the fans can give. Honestly, it's actually amazing what kind of characters the fans can make. Keep going, guys. It's great.
Ultimate Blitzwing asks Megatron, what's your favorite version of Galvatron? In terms of design, the G1 one, of course. But then again, I also like the Transformers Cybertron one. I like the color scheme.
Maria Arcina asks Alita, what is the one thing you hate about Optimus and the one thing you like? You're my favorite female character. The thing I like about Optimus is his gentle heart. He's a really, really kind Autobot. But the one thing I don't like about him is that I don't see him enough. He doesn't really make much effort to reach me on Cybertron.
That's because the Decepticons control the space bridge.
And you can't build one yourself?
I'll just go now.
Bryce Ivory asked Knockout, what kind of wax do you use? I'm sure I've answered this question before, but I use Perceptozone Corostop. You'll never get a finer finish on Cybertron than Corostop.
The Fandom Channel asks Megatron, what's your most favorite Starscream death from all the Transformers series or movies? So far, I usually like all the deaths, but if I had to choose one, it had to be the one when I killed him in '86. That was beautiful, seeing the look on his face when I arrived, and seeing his body disintegrate before me, and I crush his crown. You can't get better than that.
Majron Studios asked Optimus, if you could travel back in time, which you probably can, would you change any event in Transformers history? I would erase 2015 to 2017. Those were the darkest years in Transformers history.
Jedi Decree asks Megatron, who's your favorite Optimus? I always preferred the G1 version. Now hear me out. It's just because he had everything we love about Optimus, but at the same time he had a good sense of humor. Honestly, he was so much more fun back in the 80s.
Optimus Prime, 1984, and Thomas. Optimus and Megatron. Is it true you two are brothers? What happened between the both of you in the golden age of Cybertron? And what did you guys do in your childhood? You see, we were adopted brothers.
And there wasn't a golden age on Cybertron in the Bayverse?
No, there wasn't. When we were younger, we were raised by Sentinel Prime, fighting Cybertronian rebels for many years.
If you want to find that out, go and read the Bayverse prequel comics. They're very good, actually.
Indeed.
Nocturne asks to all Decepticons, how do you all feel about getting drunk in G1? Also, Megatron, did you know you talk like a father when you're drunk? I know. I talk like a granddad to these guys when I'm drunk. You gotta understand, being drunk with Energon is the best time of our lives. I love it. Megatron, please, go and sit down. Shut up, Starscream, I will blast you to oblivion.
Well guys, that's it. That's the end of the Q&A. And we did it. 5,000 subscribers. I am so amazed right now with you guys. Seriously, it's been absolutely a privilege doing this channel and all these videos for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you to all who have submitted your questions for the Q&A. They were actually really good questions, and that is why I tried to fit in as so many as possible into this video. I hope you enjoyed your answers, and I really hope you enjoyed the video overall. So make sure to follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe, and roll out!